Hey there, I'm from Sydney, Australia, and when I landed in Wellington, New Zealand airport yesterday, I was very chuffed to see this sign. It says, "Home is where the flat white was really invented." And if you know anything about flat whites, you'll know that they were invented in Sydney. So I'm like, oh my God, they're doing personalised signs for every plane that lands. But then I went over to the sign, and it's actually a permanent sign. It's not a digital sign. So then I'm like, oh my God, they think that they invented the flat white. And sure enough, if you go to the Wikipedia, it says, while the origin of the flat white is unclear, cafe owners in both Australia and New Zealand claim its invention. So I was curious about this and went down to the origins and history section of the Wikipedia article to look at both countries' claims. The Sydney claim is that there was a review of a Sydney cafe in 1983 that refers to a flat white specifically. There was another article in 1984 that talks about a flat white. But New Zealand has some claims as well. The first New Zealand claim is from Derek and Daryl. They say, they just recall this, there's no evidence, but they recall it. They recall learning the name flat white from a friend who had worked in cafes in Sydney. Okay? Then their next claim, the second New Zealand claim, originates from Wellington. Okay? On Willis Street in 1989. Just a quick reminder here that 1989 is after 1983. But we're not done. New Zealand has a third claim, this time from a book. Okay, Craig Miller, an author of a book, all right? So it's not just recalling this time, it's a book. The author claims to have prepared a drink known as a flat white in Auckland in the mid-80s using a recipe from Australia. What are we even talking about here? So this is just disinformation. Wellington International Airport has disinformation as soon as you walk in. So I started getting curious about who these people were. Who's sponsoring this disinformation? Contact. So I looked up Contact. Turns out they're an energy company that also does broadband. And you go to their about page, they say we're a New Zealand business. But I thought I'd look into that claim too, given we know this company can't be trusted. Contact Energy, turns out they're listed on the stock exchange here in New Zealand, which means there's a database of all their largest shareholders. Shareholders that include Vanguard, an American company, JP Morgan, an American multinational, iShares, Schwab, America, United States. So not only are these Contact Energy people lying about this being from New Zealand, they're also lying about this being from New Zealand. They're not even from New Zealand. I was like, is it even legal to have this level of disinformation at an airport? I went to the airport website to look at their policies. Turns out the Wellington airport is dedicated to the safety and security of their customers. And how would you define security? I don't know. Let's go look at New Zealand's own national security intelligence priorities, the fifth of which is a priority about preventing disinformation, particularly disinformation that is generated and amplified by a foreign actor. And New Zealand's national security priorities aren't just about New Zealand. They also have obligations to uphold those priorities to Australia under last year's joint statement on closer defence relations. Under this treaty, both parties agree they have a mutual commitment to support each other's security and to advance security of our region. And yet day by day, they allow a foreign-owned business to disseminate very harmful disinformation in an international airport on their soil. This is an act of war against Australia. I call upon our Defence Minister and the leader of our army to invade Wellington this minute and take down this sign with physical force. All that said, I do like the fact that the flat whites in Wellington seem quite strong.